well, excuse me, roll call. Roll call. Roll call.
Alderman Chapman,
Present.
Alderman Cunningham.
Here.
Alderman Wilson,
Present. Here.
Alderman Dubose, Alderman Chamber, Alderman Chastain,
Here.
Alderman Lemon. Mayor, we have sworn.
Okay, with the quorum being present, we call this meeting to order. On the main agenda is to call meeting is item 2.1, conduct a public hearing for demolition of cleanup property that have been identified as possible menace to the public health and safety. Pursuant to section 21-1911 of the Michigan State Code. Mr. Marcus Couch.
Okay, the item you have before you tonight is 5812 Good Hope. The owner is Nelson Webb. If you remember, we've already done this menace on this property. It's already been declared. But I believe in talking to Attorney Spears here that we statute or something, if it's too long, is that what it is? It was done originally over a year ago, and by statute, that's too long. So we had to redo it, in other words, be within that time frame. So we're having to bring it to the board again to get it declared. And as you well know, as we stated in the prior meetings, this property is also located in a special flood hazard area. So if you look in your packets there, you'll see a substantial improvement worksheet. And you can see that figure down there in yellow. That's all that could be spent on this house before it could be elevated. Or it had to be elevated. And see the condition of the home, it would take way more than that to get this house back in state. So the city could not approve this house to be restored at the elevation it's at right now. Otherwise, the city somewhere down the line would be paying to elevate this home based off the city's flood ordinance. So our recommendation is to move forward with the Menace process. As you can see, the house is way beyond 50% damage. So our recommendation is to have it declared Menace so we can get it demolished and cleaned up.
Alderman Chastain.
That's my ward, and I agree 100% with you that nothing has been changed. Maybe, we run into a situation by timeline and we had to redo it. That's my recommendation is still the same as you see fit, demolish this place. That's what I recommend.
A motion?
You can't do a motion at that next meeting. You're just going to hear all the evidence now, and I believe the owner's here. He may want to speak to the board, hear everything this meeting, and then you'll make a decision next meeting.
Well.
I have fixed it. Been trying to work on a running trouble, and that's what I'm trying to say. That but got all that taken care of now. I can fix it. You tearing my house down, giving me a $6,000 bill. Do that myself. That's what I do. I don't need you to come tear it down. You're not gonna let me, I've been trying to get a hold of you.
You've been trying to get hold of me?
Yeah.
No, please. Please don't come here with that.
Well,
Please, sir, don't come here with that. You have not tried to get in touch with me. Who have you called?
I called down here.
Who you called? Who did you talk to? So don't come to him. Don't
come
I'm here every day.
Well, I'm trying to talk to you.
Okay.
I'm not trying to argue with you.
Right. Well, I'm not either, but I don't like for anybody to come here and say they can't get to me, because I know that's not true.
Get to you.
But you can say that, but it's not true.
I know.
So what do you want to say? Well, how much?
You mad, so.
I'm what?
I I'm making you mad or upset.
No,
I'm not.
no, I'm sorry, because I'm not angry. I'm angry because you coming to say you trying to get to me. I know that's not.
You say, you telling me that this been, y'all passed through the files earlier? I didn't know nothing about it.
But then,
You say you, declared it a menace earlier.
you were here at the meeting. Back when we compared the minutes. And you remember
You
the
told me to clean it up.
board gave you X amount of time to do
To
something.
clean it up.
That wasn't done, and then they moved forward with the minutes last time. But, I mean, you've had several chances, you've been here several times. And Ms. Webb, I don't think you understand, the city cannot allow you to repair that house the way it sits. They can't.
Well, I just, they're allowed me to pay the taxes.
I understand.
Where my money?
I understand that. When it gets small, you can go down there and tell them to take it off tax. But I'm just telling you, you don't understand that they cannot do that. If they do it, FEMA is gonna turn around and make them pay to elevate your house.
I've been there since I've been paying the tax since 83.
I understand.
I've paid double taxes. It's the only city I ever known that I've had to pay taxes in Moss Point and then go to Pascagoula and pay the same amount of tax.
But your house burned, and now,
It burned, so, I mean, that's my money, that's my.
I understand that, but as long as the city accepts flood insurance from the government, they have to follow the government's rules. And the government's rule says any structure that is over 50% damaged that is in a flood zone has to be elevated. And, I mean, that, it is what it is. The city can't do anything about that.
His other houses over.
I understand it, but they house can burn.
Well,
That's the criteria.
there's no insurance paying for that.
It
I'm paying
It
for it.
doesn't matter whether you have insurance or not, the city has national flood insurance. It's allowed in the whole city, so it doesn't matter whether you have insurance, flood insurance or not, the city has to make everybody follow the rule. And your house burned, so it has to be, it follows the same rule. The other people across the street or down the street, if their house ever burns and they're more than 50% damage, they're gonna be in the same boat too. It's the rule.
So if it's not elevated, he could fix his house.
It would have to be completely elevated. Now, if you come back in, the best thing for you to do, because there's not much there that's salvageable, the best thing to do is to start over and elevate one.
61.
I understand, but you're in a position now where you gotta fix it, so there's no difference. It's gonna be a lot easier for you to build something new than to fix what's there. I mean, I understand. I do this all the time. I have to tell people bad news all the time, and I hate it. But it's nothing that I can do, or it's nothing that this board can do, because it puts the city in jeopardy of losing flood insurance if they allow you to do what you're doing. If they allow you to fix that house.
You have property, you wanna live in the swamp, man, that's your business.
It seems like it should be your business, but you live within the jurisdiction of the city of Moss Point, and Moss Point has these rules and regulations that they have to follow. And it is what it is. It's not my rule, it's not their rule, it's the government rule. As long as they accept government funds and government insurance, they have to follow the government's rules.
That's fine, man. I pay
I understand. It affects you.
double taxes.
I don't understand.
I know you don't understand, but I paid enough taxes. It's houses over there is way worse than my house. And they ain't even doing that. Holes in the floor, and that another thing.
Trust me.
Just burned on that one end.
If there's any houses like
That's why I was wanting you to come and look.
if you want to report any houses like that, we'd be glad to take it.
So if it's elevated, it's not supposed to would give him grace to elevate them.
That house is not elevated, because you should have seen it. That his best bet is to remove the house, to start over. It's gonna be more beneficial for him.
And when he had options for him, he would.
Plus, once you're over 50% damage, not just the elevation portion, you've got to bring that whole house up to code. If you look at that house was built
tax bill, it's a whole house.
So it does not meet today's code or standard, so it would have to meet it. So Mr. Webb, I hate to be bearer of bad news, but that house is just not repairable. It's just,
I can't see that. I came down here and paid the taxes faithfully,
understand.
and I want to tear my house down. But those houses that got destroyed in the storm, they lowered their taxes. Mine was never lowered. Paid
There's got-
price, just like I've been.
Their taxes got.
It was lower.
Because
I had,
the storm took them, that's the only way it got lower.
if it burned, I'm struggling with it, then it's gonna be the same price, what you telling me, right? But I'm paid, I've got that on receipt, I got a building permit.
Once it's removed, you can take the permit down there, show that it was removed, and they'll take it off the taxes.
No, I'm talking about since it's been burned.
Yeah, and I don't know anything about taxes, I think
Oh,
we'll discuss that, I don't know. But I follow the same rules and regulations that you do. If my house burned and I was in the flood zone, I have to do the same thing. Nobody's picking on you, Mr. Webb, that's just it's the rule that the city has adopted, which they have to abide by.
I just don't see that being right, because somebody come to your house and tell you, you gotta tear this down, tear that down. The original, when I come here last year, y'all told me to clean the property, and that's what I started doing, cleaning up the property. I worked, so as fast as he wanted it cleaned up, but I did clean.
So we have messages.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago. I asked you then, I said, if you come by my office, I will lay out the paperwork and show you the rules and regulations. You didn't come. So I would have gladly shown that to you back then. So I'm sorry.
Couldn't come, I had to work.
Well, it's been 3 weeks, you could have made an appointment.
Yeah, I didn't work on this side, I worked toward Louisiana.
Understand, but
We plan to tear it down, that's,
Right, because it's not only a year ago. I have pleaded with the board for the last 2.5 years to give you a chance to do something with this here. And it's nothing been done.
you saying it ain't nothing been done, you told me to clean it up.
It's not even clean.
When you came over there
actually,
months ago, the guys was over there cleaning it. You stopped.
actually, the meeting that we had, Alderman Chastain told you he wanted to give you more time to fix the house.
But the last
You didn't fix the house.
we got
I gave you 3 times,
guys to
3 times,
building
and nothing changed.
to work on that house. So I have the building permit, but I went to renew it, and they wouldn't let me renew it.
But fellas,
I can see why.
because when I came to that meeting that night, I was here just to get demo quotes renewed. I was not here to do a minutes. I didn't have my packet. All I had was demo quotes. And I didn't know that it was in a flood zone at that time. So once I found out it was in a flood zone, that changes everything. So then we'd go back to the drawing board and say, hey, this house is in a flood zone. He can't repair it.
2005, only time that is flooded.
I understand
It's
this.
the only time. Because I've been there since the city.
I lived in the city of in the middle of the city.
Right.
And my house has never, ever flooded. I lived in the flood zone, but it flooded here.
Right. And then that was zoned as flooded, but it's not a flood zone. It was zoned then, but it's never flooded.
It's in flood zone now.
Mr. Mayor, I have been through this with him for 2.5 years, and nothing changed. And it's the same story every time. Now, I'm done with that.
Now, I will say that if the board chooses to declare this a menace, there's gonna be a time frame before it gets done. So if he happens to tear it down before the contractors get to it, there won't be anything placed on your tax bill for cleanup. If you clean it up yourself before the contractors show up, there won't be a tax bill. So you'll probably have 30, 45 days, whatever that takes,
At least
to
30.
get everything
Yeah.
situated. So you've got time to take it down yourself, whereas it won't cost you money.
That's talent coming out there tearing it down. That's a bit much. That's $6,000.
$6,000.
Tear it down.
Well,
That's what he charged out.
that was through a bid process.
Right.
I think that did.
I mean, it's just to take the sign off of it, tear it down, and haul it off, or either burn it. Get the fire department to burn it.
Well, I think you talked to the fire chief, right?
No, you said you.
He said, yeah, it's not something,
They said no.
yeah, it's not something they do. It's not something they do.
Okay, well, I'll tear it down myself.
I do,
Tear it down.
I do believe the bid, though, is not just the house, it's whole house.
My question.
Yeah, it's demo
What I,
and it's demo and to clean up the debris, everything. Down the house, all of the debris associated with that demo, they'll haul all that off. Now, if you got stuff that in the back,
just burn it.
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The same guy did our recreation building over there. And you see that lot, your lot will look like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I ain't a slab, but
Demo,
it's just an old house. It's on blocks, it's just a wood frame house.
Well, he's talking about all the other stuff that's.
The other stuff.
Oh.
now,
Yeah,
now that's not a part of his demo.
that's not part of it. So I did need my shed, cause it still got stuff in it, even though they break in it. And I call the police, they don't even come sometimes.
Everything that else out on the property, all the junk, any cars or anything like that, all that stuff's got to go. Because it's demo and property cleanup. That's all part of the menace, the property,
No cars on that property.
whatever there is, you have to look at.
So, yes.
Please.
And the shed, you can apply for a planning commission hearing to ask to keep the shed on the property. Because the accessory structure is not allowed on this property without a residence, and you're not gonna have a residence. So you can come back through that process and do that, and we'll hold off on that. And if you're just taking this down,
So, yeah, I'm happy.
if you're gonna take it down,
This what have you been paying? It's all over you.
this is what it's.
Right.
I can't answer your question about that.
You can go to the tax assessor, Jackson County Tax Assessor's Office, and they
Yeah.
will update them on the condition of property. They'll send an appraiser out there to reappraise it for tax purposes and lower it.
I can tell you for a fact,
So if you make that, you make that, it's possibly up to yourself.
I'm ready to.
well, I went through the same thing with my mother-in-law's house. We had to demo that house, take it down. So you'll have a reassessment on your taxes. You'll be paying taxes on a vacant lot as opposed to a lot with a piece of property on it. It got damaged during the storm, during Katrina.
Yeah.
Dead down.
Yeah, to do nothing.
Won't we ever be able,
Won't ever be able to do nothing with it. Because the codes and all this, to try to put another house there or anything.
Sure you can.
no, I don't agree with that. It's helping me.
You don't know. I'm not,
If you meet his code, you'll be able to build another house.
yeah, they business. Sure, in this town, man. It's just a little spot there.
Understand?
They filling stuff down on that street down there call out. Send the floods out.
Yes.
They got a bill.
See how high they are?
Yeah.
They elevated.
But I'll work with you as well. And we see if you're making progress, I'll work with you all like that.
So.
Okay.
That's it. That's,
Close to adjourn.
I, Mr. Mayor, make motion to adjourn.
Second.
Alderman Chapman, second by Alderman Chastain, adjourn this special call meeting. All in favor, say aye.
All right.
Aye.